All right. Good evening, everyone. This afternoon, we'll be talking about myEcon business, what our company is all about, we'll go some things and make sure that people understand what this company is all about. Right. First of all, good evening. Thank you for joining the call today. We're going to get started right now. We're going to talk about myEcon, the cash flow success company. We spend, I think it's time to, spend a few opportunities with you to share the great information about this myEcon company. myEcon itself is for my economy. And we know our economy is our economy. So we want to make sure that we understand that who's going to take care of your economy better than you. So, we have tools and things that will help you be able to do that. There's a power of thousands of people to continue to get into their financial success and change their lives, increase the cash flow, and to be a blessing and to our families. Since we've been assisting, we have known that person myEcon, and we understand that it's a very, 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 uh, very great company to help you continue to get your finances straight. Okay. And that's one thing we want to make sure we do is talk about our finance. Because that's very key in our lives. Okay. We want to make sure we do that. Make sure we understand what it's all about. Okay. The company itself, the company has been around for over 20 years. And it's a technology driven, based in Atlanta, Georgia, debt free, got A plus BB rating for the Better Business Bureau. We've empowered members to acquire unlimited cash flow using cash flow strategies. People know the sales stuff, but we have strategies to help us to be able to get to where we want to be at. It's very important to have strategies because they help you. Strategies can stay with you for a long time. How we strategize our life. We want to make sure we have to strategize our finance. I make sure our finances work for us. Okay. Since we've been around, the company has over $1 billion in cash flow. I said that's a billion with a B. Okay. That's what the associates and the things that they've done, we have done, change our lives and change our cash flow, and also, build a business as well. The cash flow, I can remember when I started myEcon, I came into business, was working, had a job, of course, but I changed my debt before with one of the strategies we'll talk about later. They bring home $800, back into my household. If you calculate, that's about $9,600 a year that I was giving up the same. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, about $9,600 a year by just changing W-4 back in my household because I had things that were filled out wrong. Okay. We have 20 years debt free. That's what I'm saying. Most times you start a company, the first thing is getting it out the ground, making it run, making it work. So that's what happened. One of our biggest things in myEcon to help people get able to change their lives. And that's been a blessing for a lot of people. Okay. All right. More cash flow. You know, Everyone needs more cash flow. Don't you think that's the cash flow will help you be able to do things differently in life? And everyone needs that. Individuals, companies, nonprofits, and the governments. All of them need more cash flow. More cash flow is essential for attaining attaining financial goals. Helping you change your lifestyle. Investing. We talk about savings, but investing is very key, essential to what we call make your money work for you instead of someone else. Okay, and we have a debt elimination program, which we have a tool that help you able to do that. Called the cash flow strategies. You become your own financial advisor for yourself. And the tools and everything is there to help us do that. All right. Charitable donations. Okay. You can be able to support be able to give more. Now that change yourself in a good position. Charitable giving is a blessing for us to be able to do that. Okay. Make sure we do that because everyone needs help every now and then. Okay. It's the myEcon business model It's based on empowering ourselves to acquire unlimited cash flow. More cash flow is essential for success in everything that we do. Like I said, lifestyle investing, debt elimination, and charitable donation can be a part of your new lifestyle by changing what we do different. Our cash flow membership. Members receive cash flow shifting membership. Okay. See cash flow shifting membership. The membership empowers them to generate unlimited cash flow using cash flow strategies, as I stated earlier. Strategies are a great concept to have. We refer to concept as cash flow shifting because it literally shifts cash flow into each member's bank account. Millions of people lose thousands of dollars annually and hundreds of thousands of dollars during a lifetime due to overpayment of taxes, high interest on debt, and we want to try to alleviate some of those things because the more we can alleviate to come into our pocket, the better it is. So and then there's also a lot of people don't have no investing in their life. So that's another tool, another asset and avenue that we have to help you create that better your better your investment. Because in order to invest, it's just, you hear the saying it takes money to make money. Okay. That's one thing you want to do. Make sure you get that cash flow back into your own household. That's very key. Okay. We got six, I'll say six powerful cash flow strategies. That's the pay raise. We shift your tax dollars from employees withholding tax into your home pay. We come back into your paycheck. Okay. That's up. That's one of our powerful strategies. So from day one, once you come into the business, that's one of our first steps we want to do is show you how to do that, to get that money back. And most Americans have too much money taken out of their check. IRS says over 80% people do that. Because when you get a refund, guess what? There was your money all the time. But where was that? Sitting up at the IRS, in their bank account, making their wallets fat. Okay. We built a program that build great credit. Position members to lower interest on borrowing costs and shift those funds into your member bank account. That credit score, nowadays, you almost got you need a good credit score because that's on the interest down what you pay on buying cars, houses, and all those good things. Okay. All right. Number three is minimize taxes. We lower taxes on income and shift those dollars to members. Okay. So minimize those taxes. And we have a program to help you do that. We have a program to help you track those expenses. Because once you become a business owner, it's way different than being an employee. Okay. We can write things off in your life. One thing you write off is your business. You think about that because as a business owner, you incur those expenses to run the business. So that's why I want to make sure we show you how to minimize those taxes. Help us do that. Invest like the pros. Okay. Investing is, like I said earlier, it's very key. The empowers them to get higher earnings on their investments. Will shift more cash flow back to the members. Okay, to us, back in our pockets. Okay. Debt elimination tool. Eliminate high interest debt fast. Shift dollars back. That would have gone to creditors. But now you're going to shift that money back into your household. Okay, paying them debts off. The thing about debt was the Bible tells us to not be the borrower, but the lender. Okay, because we want to flip that script. You want to be able to lend and not borrow. So as you borrow, guess what? You got to pay that back. Okay. Affiliate income. Members to earn referral commissions, which shifts cash flow back into their bank account as well. As you refer this out to other people, you'll know there's a percentage you get paid by doing that. And you have people talking about, peer not all those things, but you don't look at that because life is being paid. So, affiliate income is very, very key. All right. Because you want to share it. But like I said, just like you share somebody about a good meal or a good restaurant, it's the same thing. You share this great financial tool that can help you better yourself. Better yourselves and your family. Okay. That's very key. All right. Because, like I said, it's all about helping your family and yourself out. Okay. Okay. All right. You got two money saving products. We got a Zingo Travel. Zingo Travel Club provides money with up to 7% savings on resorts, hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights, and more. I mean, you're talking about 70% savings. That's a huge help for us as well. Because we're going to travel. Okay. Said travel, you get 7% off. 110% cash back. Best price guarantee. Plus generous rewards credits. And you get super discounts and rewards on shopping, restaurants, and more. Okay. That's a Zingo travel. It's a very piece of a tool that also helps us bring money back in our household. Friend of Plus. Friend of Plus. You got two great products in one for a low cost. Okay, they're bundled us together. The award-winning identity protection. You have that for your identity protection. All right, cutting edge, internet surveillance and monitoring alert. Guaranteed restoration if breach occurs. $1 million in identity insurance protection. 1 million. Help you get yourself back straight because identity theft is very high today. Everybody trying to come in and steal your information, whatever the case may be. But we got the $1 million identity insurance protection. High-end discount legal service. We get 9 free services. Free service. I like the word free. Simple wheels. Wheels inside. What I'm saying. Consultations and more. Okay. A national attorney network. And discounts up to 75%, which is huge. Okay. Thousands of free business and individual legal forms. You got the forms you need to also have to, run your business as well. Okay. All those things are part of what we call the Defender Plus. That's what we say is 2 money saving products. I like the word money savings. Okay. That's very key in our life. You want to save as much as you can. Okay. I tell you, it's one thing we do lose a lot of money in our lifetime, but not having the right tools to help us to be able to be successful. Okay. All right. Compensation. We got a world-class compensation program. All right. Weekly income on personal referrals. So if you refer this out to someone, like I said earlier, you want to share it. You want to share this. Okay. You get $50 upon every cash flow success you bring in. Okay. And then we have what we call the elite cash flow membership referrals. That product itself, it sells for $99. And that's what you get $100. So you got to think about it. That's a 100% return on what you spend. 100%. And price for membership for the cash flow member itself, that's up for $49.95. Guess what comes back to you? $50, which is huge. No one in the industry is paying that kind of money. That brings research. Okay. Because most companies you want to gotta go in, you gotta sell something to make somebody else wealthy. And that's the thing that hurts a lot of people is they look at, somebody making money off of that. That's not the case. What you're doing is first of all, you're helping them get in a tool and a system that can help them benefit themselves. Okay. And they understand that because they can make more money than you can. It's important how to get them to work the business. Okay. And then you get weekly income on team referral up to $15 on every cash flow member membership. And then up to $20 on each elite cash flow membership. $20. Now that's when your members come in. They come in the business, stay 30 days, you start receiving that time as well. Okay. Okay, so make sure that you want to refer and help somebody. That's what the whole thing is. And then you get a monthly residual income on everybody on your team that's active. Residual means that's gonna pay you when you're sick. You can't go, you can't get into your job, whatever the case may be. Guess what? Up to $9.30 monthly cash flow numbers, and that's for $13.30 on monthly elite cash flow membership. That's huge. You got 100 people in your team. You can that's almost what $200 a month just for that alone. Okay. Now with all these goals and all these different levels you got to get to that. Guess what? It's doable. It can work. It can happen. Okay. Really will work for your benefit. Okay. That's very key. So compensation is summary of the compensation itself, okay? Like I said, this is a summary of it. Imagine 10, 25, even 100 new members join your team weekly, okay? Weekly sales. If you get 10 people on your team, that's a weekly pay up to $1,000. Okay. And you do that for a yearly time frame, at that time, you can do 10 people a week coming in your business. That's what that does for you in a year. That gives you 520 teams. Okay. And your monthly residual, look at it, $6,916. Okay. Now just say we can say you got 25 people in your team in a week. Guess what? That's $2,500 you can get up front. That's weekly. Hey, people coming to your business with. All right, annual team sales. Look at that, 25 people for a year. That's up to 13 people, 1,300 people. Guess what they're doing? Think of the monthly residual on that. $17,290 monthly. 25. That's for 25. It's 25 sales. Okay, just think about that. Continue to do that because now you got to remember that this is a team effort. That's why it's so important to share, refer. It's a great opportunity to help others. And it's in return, helps you as well. Just thinking about your team doing the same thing. You could be setting up for a pretty nice little chunk of money uh, on the residual, which is key. Okay. If then you get 100 people on the team, that's $10,000 in a week. And we have people in the big team, okay? But they put a lot of work in work. Some things and goals that I'm working on. Everything. Get an annual team sales and get 100 people every week. That's 5,200 people in your business a year. Look at the residual income for a month. This is a monthly now, $69,000. That's more than people makes in a year. You know, now you're doing sharing information to help people build themselves, fix what they have for themselves. Okay, that's very key. Okay. We would like to have 69,000 to that. So that's a good queen. But like I said, it's a, and like this is one thing about it, but it's not an overnight. You're not gonna see all these things overnight. So time it takes time and but we gotta start. Gotta start. Okay. Get started today, right now. Get started right now. As soon as I get off this call, share some information with you. They can do that. Okay. Cash flow shifting membership. That's the cash flow shifting membership. That's the pay raise strategy. Get the non-credit strategy. Get that credit straight. Step by step videos that walk you through it to fix that credit. Okay. Just follow the system. Just follow the system. To eliminate debt strategy. Also invest like the pro, affiliate income. You have your own personalized website. It's catered to you. So anything you do on your website, guess what? Get the credit for it, get the pay for it. Right? Okay, it's personalized to you. It belongs to you. Okay, and an automated marketing system, which is a built-in system that can help you market your business, market your products, or whatever you got. Your products as well, but help you market that thing is all automated. And that's a key thing because we have a great VP of marketing, Mr. Jim Carter. He has a great tool to help us be able to do that. And it belongs to you. Think about it, 49 bucks. I mean, we spend 49 hours in a day sometimes. I mean, just daily lives. We spend that. Okay. Guess what it is? It's a tax deduction. People write that amount off because it's a business. You run into business now. Okay. And the elite cash flows through the membership. That comes with the single travel that we talked about earlier and the Defender Plus. Okay. Those two things are added on that program. All right. The instant pay rate strategy, same thing. Get what you got before. Okay. Just had the single and Defender Plus. We're going to attaching a little bit, just like the pro. Person like they said, $99.95, $69.95 a month. Okay, people. Tax deduction. Okay. So that's a brief rundown on the company. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 931 342 7620. Email WFG, it's the Foxtrot Golf, 8837 at gmail.com. And we've been share all this good information for you as well. Okay? Just I pray this help you to make a decision today. Not, hey, think about it. Ask questions. Like I said, you can call me or email anytime you need to do that. Okay? All right. All right. That's the gist of our business success. Like I said, well, okay. Once again, thank you for tuning in to get this damn information. And I just, we pray that we can work together, if for self, but for self. And trust me, it would not be disciplined. All right. All right. Once again, I said thank you once again for jumping on. And we look forward to seeing you in the future in this business. All right. All right. Once again, thank you for joining and we really appreciate it. All right. Thank you. All right. Bye bye.